was asking a philosophical question the other day that
very existential.
I figured, why not start with that? You know, let's get the juices flowing.
All right, let's jump into the deep end. Suffer now or suffer then? What's your take?
I feel like I grew up in a suffer now household.
So did I.
But recently I've been letting myself loose a little bit. And I'm like, I won't pay this bill right now.
Let's procrastinate. Suffer then. I think my credit card bills are a great example of suffer now or suffer then.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like before, when we were children, the first episode of Suffer Now or Suffer Then was the chickenpox debacle.
100%.
And it was a choice that often wasn't made for us,
No.
at least in my household. Like my mom was like, suffer now. You're suffering now. You and your sister play. Go outside and play together.
Exactly.
You're both going to come down to a little bit of illness.
I got chickenpox from one of my best friends in first grade.
On purpose?
No, like she came to school and like apparently it wasn't like done being infectious, contagious.
Wow.
And so I got it from her.
So she broke her quarantine.
Yeah. So I got it from her and then I had chickenpox.
Class traitor.
And then my mom was like, to my sister Sarah, was like, okay, go
time
in the
for
room
you
with
to
your
also
sister.
as well get sick.
She's like, we're only going to go through this once.
Yep.
So
exactly.
get in there, get your chickenpox so we can move on with this.
And it's like, I think to have chickenpox, that's the precursor for getting shingles.
Yeah, I forget how that works.
I do too. I always get confused. It's like a bi-weekly, bi-monthly thing again.
Yeah.
It's like what
shingles,
came first?
Chickenpox.
The shingles or the chicken egg? You get my point. So yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm of the suffer now mindset as well most of the time, but the treat yourself in me is allowing some suffer then.
I also think because there's a level of danger associated with getting chickenpox older.
Yes.
And our parents were also from a generation where like people were low-key still dying from chickenpox.
No, for sure.
And still are today, but at a lesser rate. But they were like, my mom had it as an adult and was like very afraid.
Oh, that's actually scary.
Like,
did she have it
as
when
a
you were
young adult? Like,
a young adult before
18.
you were in the picture.
Yeah, but like definitely older
but
than
annoying,
little.
more suffer than young chickenpox, which is just like
More
a
scarring.
quick fever usually. Sorry, allergy moment.
So yeah.
But yeah, like, all right, like regarding medical issues, like, do you have all of your organs? Like, and by obviously the one, I mean, thank God we're in a situation where we do have all of our organs, I guess, that we were born with, to my knowledge. But I'm talking about like the pieces that come out. Like I'm talking about tonsils. I'm talking about gallbladder. I'm talking about appendix.
I have them all, I think.
No removed.
Mm-mm.
Wow, what a lucky girl.
Which one have you had removed?
I have had tonsils removed.
Mm.
Too late as well. Like I had them removed late, but
That honestly sounds really painful. The late
it was
tonsil.
bad. It was bad for a while. It's really, but you know, it heals quickly because it's in mouth area. So,
but you can't smoke.
You definitely can't smoke. I felt so bad. I didn't even want to smoke.
The only thing I've like had removed is my wisdom teeth.
Mm-hmm. I've also had wisdom teeth removed.
And that was fucking horrible.
Very painful as well. I had wisdom teeth removed around the same time as tonsil.
Ugh, that's horrible.
You know, I'm like, what's going on in the whole mouth area, you know, mouth, throat. But since I got my tonsils removed, I was getting sick at such a frequent rate. And now I like never get sick.
I know. That was my friend too.
Yeah. It was like, it had to be done.
Appendix?
No, but I knew a lot of people that had ruptures, and that's really crazy because
that's so scary.
That could take you out.
Yeah. My sister had hers removed.
Really?
Yeah.
Emergency?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Scary. I've been thinking also about like, you know, things are changing. You ever look out at like a landscape in New York and you see satellite dishes?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait. It's so weird because everything around us looks so modern, except the satellite dishes are such like a aged eyesore right now. I feel like through the years, it's probably like there are other eyesores that have adapted, like ugly shutters and houses. Like you don't see much of those anymore.
Do you remember when satellite dishes were like, at one point you would see like clusters on roofs, like almost like mushroom clusters.
Yes, like
it
multiple
kind of
villages.
looked like electric mushrooms.
Villages of satellite
and
dishes.
It was crazy. It would be on these like tiny like New York City like brownstone building, and you'd just see like one on top of the other, and you're just like, how many fucking shit are you trying to run out of these?
It's kind of beautiful because people who used satellite dishes were mostly people who were like trying to get international TV.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool because it's kind of like, whoa, that's a lot of diversity and a sign of the times. So I love that New York has it.
Oh,
but
I remember trying to get the French channel back in the day. Even now, it's so complicated. Like, I always have to set it up for my mom. Like,
yep. My dad wanted to watch like his Egyptian American Idol, and like we had to have the extra channels. So, yeah.
But you were saying that they're going absolutely like defunct.
I think they're not going to be here anymore. I think it's like between 5 and 7 years. There will pretty much be purposeless. So if they're there, it's just like because no one's taken it down.
Because there will be like no satellite.
The thing is, I'm unclear as about how these satellite dishes work. I think it bounces a signal.
I've never understood how the dish works.
It's bizarre.
I'm like, this just seems like a curved piece of plastic.
And that's exactly what it is.
You're putting on your roof that has some like wires attached.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
And somehow there's TV.
I'm just a girl, so I'm not like supposed to know how that works. But yeah.
I've never understood.
I don't think we need it anymore is what I'm saying, but I don't think that there's a reason that I just think the technology is a bit outdated and we've moved past it a bit. Anyway.
But cable's like also dead.
Yeah. Yeah, but then are we even allowed to stream anymore with all the strikes? Like, what's going on? Crazy.
I don't know.
Bizarre times, but you can listen to podcasts, so you're doing a good thing. All right, so you know how like all these NPC TikTok creators are like going viral? I was curious, like, if you were an NPC TikTok creator, what would be like your phrases and your movements? You would do the robot?
I don't know. That was like immediate reflex upon hearing NPC. I was like, I
think mine would be like, love coffee.
Yeah.
Love coffee.
Light up.
Love coffee.
Light up.
Lighter.
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 Lighter. What else do they say?
I don't know. They like, I don't know. They do a lot of like cat sounds.
I love Kush.
Yeah, I like that one. Let me smell it.
No boob zone.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know. I wouldn't be making sounds.
I think that the NPC culture.
What do you think about it? Tell me how you really feel.
I don't even know if I can say it with.
Are you about to kink shame?
There's just like a certain reality TV family that the sisters in the family have like the most NPC voice.
What does it sound like?
Travis, look at the stairs.
Travis, I am so in love with you, baby.
I think Travis would be my Travis.
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 Travis. Yeah, okay, so I'm sorry. We'll stop auditorily stimming on the pod. I guess that's what NPC talk is all about. It's just really like some tism riz. It's tism riz, but just like you're allowed to do it and it's fetishized.
It's ASMR, just not eating.
It's anti-masking. It's
just like the part that is slightly dangerous is that I believe that it's fetishizing, like infantilizing and fetishizing young women.
Yeah, agreed. It's weird.
Specifically young skinny women.
Yeah.
And that part's a little crazy.
Very creepy. All of it is creepy. I think I do judge the men that watch a little too long.
Travis.
Timbaland, I'm looking at you. Travis. Speaking of Travis, so we're Kardashian diehards. Like, it's just gonna be a for life thing. Like, I've been watching you from the beginning. I'll watch you till I take my last breath if you'll let me. So we're watching the Kourtney and Travis wedding episode, and they're at the chapel and they're taking their wedding photos because they couldn't get married in a church. And their photos, she's wearing a short dress that's like a corset and the sides are lace. And he is wearing a cloak.
Cloak. So when she was getting married to Voldemort, he didn't have time to find a tux, apparently.
Dude, he wanted to wear a nightgown. He wanted to wear a nightgown so badly.
Love a cozy king.
He was in Dementor land, and
must suck all joy.
the funniest part of it all was Natasha goes, what did you say about it? What
It
did he look
just-
like he was wearing?
It looks like he's wearing a judge's robe from Party City. And so we're going to play a game for you. Who wore it best?
Who wore it best?
And we'll be displaying a photo of our friend Liz, who is an incredible judge.
Was it Liz judging a weed cup, or Travis Barker at his Italian wedding?
Who wore it best?
Who wore it best? Who wore the judge's outfit from Party City best?
Exactly. Sponsored by Party City.
Me when I flip my hair at the beach into George Washington. Or Liz at the cup.
Travis.
Who wore it best? Travis.
Who wore it best?
Travis, who wore it best? It's not even a good impression. Like, we gotta stop. We really gotta stop. We really gotta stop. Do you remember, like, what music videos you feel like you gained consciousness during?
Like from sobriety? Or like...
It's a loaded question. It was another existential one, by the way. No, but I'm saying, like, which ones do you, like, vividly
I don't
remember?
know if I've gained consciousness yet.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
No, like, yeah, which music videos, like, really marked
Yeah.
my upbringing?
Yeah, or album covers.
I mean, Queen.
Yeah?
Britney, no, not Queen the band. Britney Spears the Queen.
Oh, I was like, really? I'm like, your parents really had a really influential.
No, Britney Spears.
Okay.
Like Baby One More Time. That music
I completely
video.
agree. That is the first music video I remember.
And it was like the CD that I had.
Same.
You could put in the computer and get
You
the music
could.
video.
Yes. That's so true. Iconic music
And
video.
inside the sleeve where there were the lyrics, it was a
Mhm.
poster.
It was a poster. I remember that vividly.
That was a...
She did that
Yeah.
a lot. She did that in
Mhm.
her album that was brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With the chandelier wall thing.
Yeah. What is that one called?
With the beaded curtain.
Hit Me One More Time.
Was it Hit Me One More Time? Yeah.
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 Something like that. Whatever. We remember. We're
So
not old.
those were big. Also, She Will Be Loved, Maroon 5.
I remember
That was a
that.
crazy music video, which is also like slightly like, I don't know, confusing.
Yeah.
He's like dating this girl's mom.
What was, I remember Had a Bad Day. Was a big one.
Wow, Daniel Powder.
Daniel Powder. And then, do you remember that music video where the guy is in like leather pants and he's in the roof of like some apartment building dancing? It was
So like all of the music videos from the early 2000s.
kind of true. I can't remember what it is. I remember. Yeah, I think that. Okay, one specific thing I remember is the jukebox that McDonald's had near my house.
They used to have jukeboxes at mine too.
Right?
I mean,
And-
one jukebox.
Yeah, a jukebox.
Yeah.
At your local McDonald's.
At your local McDonald's.
And they had the Nirvana album, Nevermind. And I was like, why? Who is this floating baby?
With its dick out.
Yeah. Put your dick away.
Put your dick away. You know that's like a highly like
Oh.
contested
Huge conversation.
like.
But I think he's like looking for a lot of money.
Like I don't even know where I stand on this
I don't
issue.
either. I
There's
don't
a lot of things
either.
going on.
And I'm just gonna take the not my business route.
Yeah.
But
Never
when I
mind.
was a child, never mind. But when I was a child, I was like, why? It was an existential question. And then as an adult, I figured out why. I ended up loving Nirvana. But
So good.
yeah.
What about Okay, so speaking of music videos, that Nirvana MTV Unplugged set,
Yes.
that I feel like was like iconic, like stoner culture with my friends, where we were
That's
like,
very true.
we would watch that and be like, oh my God, he's so sad and broken.
It's so hot.
It's so
I can't believe
hot.
we didn't get to watch him age. He would have been so hot.
And I'm like, maybe he wouldn't have.
yeah, he would have been your toxic ex type. And it's like, I don't want a toxic ex type anymore. Growth.
So there was that one. I feel like also Spice World, that movie.
Oh, yeah. The movie, the assless chaps.
Like, I feel like everything in that movie was like a music video.
It was.
And
it kind of was.
The
it
bus
was like
was great. Like that
that
was
kind of was like a musical theater type thing.
That was a great piece of art.
That was. Do you remember that reality TV show that they used to have that they were trying to make a band?
Yeah.
But it was not making of the band or anything. It was the one, You're My Butterfly, Sugar Baby. Come my lady, come my lady. That band, whoever made that song.
I don't think I remember, but
It was a good show. I loved all reality TV and still do.
what was like heavy on the stoner CD mix growing up? Like in your
Green Day.
Ugh.
Green Day was the early days that I first discovered weed. And I was enjoying life. And I was also in like an extreme, like, that was like the first time I was discovering music on my own for real anyway. So at that point, I was getting into all types of stuff. Green Day was my like
Green Day had
gateway.
some like retrospectively nuts lyrics.
They did.
Like Lobotomy, crazy song.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, even like what is it? American Dream?
What about the one about like jerking off?
Or no, American Idiot was like their big one, which was also kind of nuts.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of different types of music.
Yeah, what Green Day songs?
So they had their first album was 1039 Smoothed Out Sloppy Hours. Then they had Kerplunk. And then they had it was like Nimrod.
Yeah, Nimrod was crazy.
Or I think Nimrod came after Dookie maybe, or right before. There's a lot.
That was a different generation.
It
Angry
was.
White Boys.
Yeah, I did fangirl when I saw Mike Dirnt though for the first time. I saw him at a weed show, and I was just like, this is actually like a dream come true.
I mean, I was telling you this earlier. That would be one of the shows I would love to see today.
Same. I think if they were just doing old sets,
yeah,
I would see them in a second. Yeah,
I know. That would be
Green
so
Day.
fun.
What a time, yo!
And those music videos were nuts.
They were. They really were.
And there was always somehow, I don't even know. I wasn't even like part of that artistic of a friend group, but there was always a guy playing guitar, playing Time of Your Life.
Another turning point, looks like in the road. Always an asshole with a ukulele or a fucking guitar.
Always.
Oh my God.
And like, the Green Day goggles are real. Somehow this person would become exponentially hotter.
It would.
And you
would
so
be
like,
oh I have a crush on them, and you're like, I don't even think I like this person.
And like, once the guitar leaves, you're like,
yep. Yep. Do 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 do. Oh my God. So what's like feeling yourself music? Like one breakup song music video I always remember is like, to the left, to the left.
Oh.
I'm just like, yeah, bitch, throw his shit in the box to the left.
That
Throw
was
it
a
in there.
classic.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else is like a good.
I vividly remember, I don't know. I used to watch Fuse. So there was like also a lot of like weird music videos that I used to see. Yeah.
I don't know, but music videos I feel like are dead now in a way. Like,
They are.
You kind of have to seek them out on YouTube.
The only person making music videos is Trisha Paytas. And she's just pouring money into remaking music videos with a more emo theme.
Yeah.
It's actually, she's so brilliant. I would love to have Trisha Paytas on the show.
I mean, If you're watching this,
Trisha, please
we're speaking
join
to
us, queen.
I just wish old MTV was still around.
I do and don't. It was like an unfair platform. They deplatformed, like, I don't know. I feel like I wish they had more variety in their music at all times.
But I like there being like a channel you could put on and it was only music.
Yeah. And like with an like visual stimuli as well.
Exactly. Now it's like I have to commit to a show.
Yeah.
Like I don't want a show. I just want music videos.
Yes, 100%.
So this is a petition, an official petition.
Yeah. Somebody make a good YouTube channel.
Doom scrolling music videos.
Yeah, exactly. I fear it has to be like Vivo or somebody to do it because of all of the owning problems.
I don't even want to go through that.
Or like bring back indie music videos. Maybe that would change everything.
I don't know if I want to watch indie music videos.
Well, I don't want to watch AI music videos.
I don't want to watch that either.
So bring back indie. Fuck the labels. Fuck it all. It all starts today. Joey Diaz too. Another like real. Come on, we need you on the show, Dad. Pops.
But when you're not, I feel like we've been talking about this recently that you haven't been listening to as much music, which low-key makes you a psycho.
I know, it kind of is psychotic.
I mean, you're not listening to music and I'm only listening to the music that I grew up with. So I don't know who's more psycho.
I'm just listening to podcasts right now.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to music, but the music I am listening to is like music I'm discovering from TikTok, which I'm in some like niche crowds, I would think. So like there are some sounds that I'm like, oh, these are a little experimental, housey, or like little weird and different or throwbacky. But like I'm not like going playlist hunting anymore like I did when I was younger. I'm more like hunting for podcasts and like topics I'm eager to hear more about.
I know. I feel like you always have the good podcast recommendations and I'm just listening to Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah,
I don't listen to Olivia Rodrigo. I need to grow up. I need to grow down.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You're saying I need to grow up? But so what podcasts are you listening to when you're seshing?
I've been listening to, so the ones I've been really liking, Two Girls, One Blunt, hoping to be friends of our pod soon. They're very sweet and like their podcast is very relatable. And they're based in Florida, Miami.
Love that.
And then Loud About Nothing in New York.
Classic.
And Trash Tuesday.
So fun.
With Esther and Kalila and Annie Letterman.
And then if you haven't seen Send Us Flowers episode where Liz plays a cannabis judge, you absolutely must. It's a great podcast. It's really just like a goofy time.
Yeah, we hope to have Liz on the pod soon too because she is hilarious. You guys got to know her a little bit from some of our clips, but we want you to get to know her a little bit better. That's what I'm loving right now for the most part.
Yeah, I only take advice from you on podcasts. I feel like I'm generally listening to like...
You put me onto some stuff.
Yeah, I listen to like weird ones, like How I Built This.
Okay. Yeah. How is that?
It's pretty fun.
Have you been inspired by anyone specifically?
I really love the Burton story.
Oh, really?
About like Burton snowboards.
I don't know much about it.
It's really interesting and like in a way it's similar to cannabis.
Ooh.
Because he had to like build... It wasn't just building a product, it was also like lobbying in a way for like places to accept snowboards as like versus, it sounds really dumb when I say it out loud, but like it used to only be skis and so you have to like allow snowboards and like you're lobbying against like also changing public opinion and mind while also trying to promote a product, which is so similar to cannabis because our job as marketers is not just like here's this great product and its benefits. It's like, these are the benefits, but these are why these benefits are important to you.
This is why it's safe. This is safe. You don't have to worry about it. It'll be good for the financial future of our state or country.
And so it's like it's a double whammy. So I think that's pretty interesting. Also, I would count that as counterculture. You know what I'm saying? Snowboarding, skateboarding, music, weed counts as like counterculture. So anything about that I think is cool as well. Building a brand fun podcast
as well.
Also
that's
like
cool.
love NPR. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And obviously I listen to ours, you know, because I'm so just self-obsessed.
It's not for nothing till the end. If you ride with us, we ride with you.
Just like in the car listening to myself and laughing at my own jokes that I've made multiple times.
It happens all the time. We're editing clips and we're just like cackling and it's embarrassing. It's a whole thing.
Mark will sometimes walk into the studio and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you laughing at?
I'm literally laughing at
our
Sarah.
own jokes.
So anyways.
Yeah, if you are not following the podcast,
you should.
Follow us, please, at Not For Nothing Pod. I'm Sarah ElSayed. You could follow me at How Can I Help You?
And I'm Natasha Przedborski, and you can follow me at Natasha PRZ. And Not For Nothing Pod.
And Pussyweed.
And Pussyweed. Oh my God. And you should follow Pussyweed
as well. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.